in our culture, protagonist was the food. But near the food, we need a good wine. Because if you have a good wine, the food is perfect.
Yeah.
If it's not the good match, it's possible that you don't understand the perfect idea from the dishes.
Yeah. Today we're going to do food and wine pairings with Chef Filippo from the Leggenda di Frati and Jensen and Jeremia, the manager and the sommelier. We're really lucky to be here. It's one of the best restaurants in Florence. I've eaten here many times. I had to call in a favor to get a behind the scenes look and pick their brains on how they do wine pairings. And I want to translate those lessons to things you can use at home. So come with me and let's go eat a good meal.
Ciao, io sono Dario della Leggenda dei Frati e sono lo chef di cucina. Allora, il gambero è un piatto che unisce un po' le origini mie e di Filippo, perché siamo entrambi di origine siciliana, quindi il gambero di Mazara un po' ci rappresenta. E in questo caso è un gambero con questa spuma di ceci, tendiamo a renderla molto fresca tramite il limone in più consistenze, quindi candito e in gel, e ceci cotti e in spuma. E poi completiamo con un tocco di colore che sono queste tre polveri, sono una polvere di cavolo viola, una polvere di sedano e una polvere di barbabietola.
Grazie Dario. Grazie mille.
Grazie, Dario.
It's beautiful. It's
Yes.
gorgeous. And I think we'll have some wine coming.
Yes.
And I'm curious to hear. Eccolo! What do we have here?
So you have the Vetere from San Salvatore, 100% Aglianico. It's rosé wine.
Okay.
Salute.
Salute.
Salute. Nice and acidic. It's fresh. It's saline, like ocean water.
Yes, this part of the mouth is beautiful.
Sapidity.
Yes, the sapidity.
This rosé we are working with, especially this one, is last 4 years, I think, because I think one of the lightest rosé you can find. It's around 12.5 of alcoholic, and the important thing is this wine is very matching, especially matching to our gambero, this plate, because it's a sapidity and the acidity of the wine will help you to find the dish. So you can feel the dish. It will clean your mouth, and you can taste freshly the plate. Wow. So that's about the pairing of this wine and this plate.
Meravigliosa. So you have the beautiful foam from the chickpeas that you feel. The sweetness, just like you said, from the gambero. And then the crunchiness, is there nocciola?
Ceci beans.
Ah, ceci beans.
Chickpeas, yes.
Chickpeas. Is it peanuts or is there nuts in there? It's just chickpeas. Wow. So chickpeas in two different textures.
Yes.
And then with the wine,
Creamily and crunchy.
una meraviglia. The pairing, you lift the kind of the maritime flavors. So the shrimp is really quite sweet. You don't taste a lot of saltiness from the shrimp. And then you have it with the wine and it lifts a little bit more of like the maritime, it tastes slightly more seafoody once you taste the wine.
Yes.
Because without it, otherwise it's like
it's a joke. Yes, for what's I mean in English? Per assurdo, is more salted the wine that the.
You're so right.
Yes.
It's per assurdo, like it's crazy that it feels more. The wine feels more salty than the seafood that's inside.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Thank you for your translation. You speak English very well.
Do you ever fight when you're talking about what wine to pair with what dish?
Yes, but I'm the boss.
You're the boss. Okay.
He always wins. So, no fights, but we suggest ideas each other. So actually, we don't go for a wine. We have a lot of wines in our cellar. Actually, chef, when he go outside, taste a good wine, he will send a text to the group. We have to find this wine. Okay, good. So it will be there. So we periodically find the wine and we will buy it and we will keep it in the cellar. So when it's Dario and chef decide to make a new dish, we will try with some wines. So we will try 2 to 4 wines. So we will select the perfect one.
Got it. So it's a little bit trial and error.
Yes.
You have some instinct for, I think this can work, I think this can work, we'll try 3 or 4 things, and then you taste and see which one is the best, and then you choose.
Of course. Actually, we taste together. Me, Jeremiah, Dario, and the chef, we tasted together and we made the list. So we will keep the list because someone will ask for all the red wines. Someone will ask for all the white wines. So we have to keep the list for all the plates, which white and which red. So it's how it works.
That's really challenging. So basically for every dish, you have 3 or 4 pairings, or 2 or 3
7,
pairings.
8.
You should have at least 20 with white and red, 20 wines in the tasting list, at least. So you have around 18 dishes you can pair with them. So it's not an easy one.
So dance, yeah?
Yes, it's important our work because when you change the dishes, we need that you have something that is good after the other.
Of course.
Sorry for my English, but
No, your English is excellent.
also for the wine, we need to start with lightly and
build.
Yes.
So you're not thinking just about the plate on its own. You're thinking about the whole
The
dining
same.
experience.
We need to study a lot that because one dish is in a different position is possible. Nobody understands.
So you don't want this at the end of the meal because you'll have eaten a rich
Yeah, it's
pigeon,
correct.
and
It's
then you
correct.
come to something so
It's
light
correct.
it's going to feel
Yes.
empty.
Yes, because it's very delicate and very tasting. If you, for example, you eat these dishes after the pigeon, this dish is dead. Yes.
Next up, we're eating one of our favorite dishes, which is it's a classic Tuscan dish. So crostini nero, pegatini. It's a piece of bread with chicken liver. It's called crostino nero because nero means black. When you have chicken liver, it comes out looking quite dark, and so you call it black bread or black crostini. And in this case, we've got like a crazy refined version of it that I think Chef was saying it's usually pretty ugly to look at, crostino nero. This one, invece, is like beautiful and the flavors sing and there's like a bit of delicate sweetness that comes out too. If I remember correctly, this is all from memory. So I think we're almost ready to taste this Tuscan classic.
Yes, it's our vision from the Tuscany preparation. And when you tasting, each person, everybody understand that you are in Tuscany.
Yeah, exactly.
Tuscany tasting.
Look at that.
Yes, outside you find lardo di colonnata.
Okay.
It's one of the most important salami in Tuscany. We have for finish the creme caramel that we prepare with chicken liver also. And the special bread from the town when I'm born, Siena.
Amazing. And Jeremiah,
Yes.
cos'è? What is this ginormous thing? And can I have a big straw, please, instead of this glass?
So this is Vinsanto from the Chianti Classico at Castello di Albola, da Chianti, in an exclusive 3 liter, okay?
Wow.
100% Trebbiano, and it is 10 years of reduction in open caratelli, and then 4 more years in the bottle.
Wow.
So it's really, really, really exclusive Vinsanto.
Amazing. 2010. Wow, 14 years old. Amazing. Thank you. So Vinsanto, if you don't know, is a style of dessert wine made in Tuscany where the grapes are dried, usually on straw mats, sometimes on crates, and that concentrates the sugars. So a lot of the water evaporates, leaving behind a very concentrated grape that looks more like a raisin than a grape. And so you can imagine that when you press a raisin, you don't get a lot of juice. And so Vinsanto usually comes in small bottles. Usually it comes in like 125 ml or 300.
375.
Yeah, so the fact that we got 3 liters of Vinsanto there, I don't even want to know how much that bottle costs.
Si può mangiare anche un piatto intero.
It's 20 years that we prepare these dishes.
And let's maybe talk about the pairing for a second. So Vinsanto obviously is quite sweet. It's a little bit nutty. Why do you think it works? Why do you think it works well with this dish?
Okay, the first thing is Vinsanto is one of the ingredient of this plate. So it matches. The second one, you can see the lardo di colonnata. There is grass, it's fatty. So when you have a bite, there is fat mouth. So Vinsanto, it's a sweety and alcoholic level is very high. So it will cover everything. It will clean up, and you can feel every bite a new bite.
Yeah. Salute.
Salute.
All right, next up we've got the cappelletti alla cacciatora, which is cappelletti, you were just saying, it's like little hats.
Yes.
It's
Stuff in the pasta.
Yeah, it's like a tortello's cousin. There are a bunch of different stuffed pastas in Italy. Each of them have a different name.
Yes.
Cappelletti is one of them, and cacciatora is this pretty traditional preparation with olives and tomato and a gravy. Here we have it in like a revisited, refined version of it.
Yes, the tasting is the same.
Okay.
But it's different form and different preparation because the chicken is inside the pasta.
Okay.
And the tomato, potato, and the olive is outside the pasta.
And is that raw?
Yes, completely raw.
Beautiful. Oh my God, that's so beautiful.
Okay, so now you have Furfantin from Mariottini. We are in Arezzo.
Okay.
This is foglia tonda 100%.
Wow. So
6
foglia,
months.
foglia tonda is a varietal, right?
Exactly, it's a wild grape and it's a typical rare grape in Tuscany. Very few cellars has it, and it's very, very unique.
Yeah.
You know, 25 years ago, we haven't foglia tonda. Nobody knows that is a different typology.
Wow.
Yes. And now everybody know, and everybody prepare wine with this.
Amazing. Why do you think this is a good pairing?
Because some plates are very particular one, because it's a classic one, but when you eat it, you can feel the plate, you can feel the preparation. Means cappelletti you can find anywhere, but if you taste this cappelletti, you can feel the difference. And the same idea about the wine, because foglia tonda it's a normal wine, but especially in Tuscany, some of the cellars are making with foglia tonda, and some is blending with some other wines. So this is pure shape of that wine, so you can feel it with the pure shape of the Tuscan food.
So it's almost like a philosophical pairing that also works on a taste level. Buonissimo. You can taste a lot of the individual elements of the dish that remind you of cacciatora, but it's not, there's still harmony. So it's not like they're competing, but I can taste and feel the olive, the potato, the tomato, the chicken,
separately, but it's...
and the texture of the chicken is almost mousse-like.
Thank you.
You taste all of those?
I love understanding your idea from my dishes.
Chef, I don't think you know this. Yours was the first like high-level dining experience I ever had was here in this restaurant.
Yes.
Thank you.
And the gambero, which we tasted earlier, was like the first dish that ever made me think, oh my God, there can be genius in food.
Thank you.
That was the first time I stopped and said, my worldview is changing as I eat this dish.
Thank you very much. Grazie.
Call me crazy, but when I smell this wine after tasting this food, I almost feel like I can smell foglia di pomodoro, kind of vegetal in this wine that really lifts this I don't know, the tomato, the
cream,
underneath. This is another great example of one of the rules of wine pairing that we talk about, that you want to pair with the sauce, not the protein. So chicken, of course, is a white meat. Here we've got a red wine because we've got a darker sauce. So we've got a brown sauce, we've got some tomato puree. Cacciatora is always a darker sauce.
Also it's concentrated. The tomato is very concentrated.
It's all well lifted by this. By lifted, I mean I can taste more of the sauce when I drink the wine. All right, so now we're on to our fourth and final dish, which is going to be the pigeon.
Pigeon for us is the most important typology of the meat, because for traditional we use it a lot, and also in this part of Italy, for us that we work in the kitchen, is unmatched with the other restaurant. Everybody have the pigeon, but everybody wants to prepare the best pigeon.
So it's a contest.
Yes, it's a contest, and we have a very high quality of the pigeon, and we prepare in different format just for respect the quality of the food and also for the match for the other restaurant.
Amazing.
So now here you have the Chianti Classico from Querciabella, 100% Sangiovese, and we are engraving Chianti, and it is 100% organic.
Wow.
So with the typical pigeon from Tuscany, you have the king of the Chianti Classico. Of course.
Amazing. Okay, so the breast here is cooked
Yes,
with the bone.
the preparation is very fastly. We put in the pan and we roll some fat olives and the butter on top. The liver, I prepare similar the little balls that you tasting from the liver. We find the hard part of the bone that we prepare the sauce in this case.
Ah, so the bone is their use for the broth.
Yes, and the legs we cook together and we put inside this. We mix and we put it. All part of the pigeon is in these dishes.
Wow. So it's respectful to the bird too, that you want to use as much of it as you can.
I think it's a good idea.
So Jensen, you know the Azienda Querciabella pretty well. Can you?
The last 20 years.
So tell me about Querciabella. Tell me about this Chianti Classico.
I think this is one of the best Chianti Classico you can find in Tuscany. The main thing for this dish, we always choose a Chianti Classico or a Riserva of Chianti Classico because pigeon, I think, in Tuscany is one of the rarest dish, but everyone will try to do this dish. It's not easy. Same thing with the wine. Okay. So Chianti Classico is not easy to produce a good and nice Chianti Classico, and especially for pigeon, we select Chianti Classico because pigeon is it's rich with iron, so you can feel the iron.
So basically, the Chianti Classico is going to be, it's a richer, denser wine.
Yes.
Which helps because there's a lot of iron in the pigeon, and so you don't want to just be left with that taste in your mouth.
And there is something else because the pigeon is not cooked well. So there is a little bit of blood you can feel, and the blood is rich of iron. So that's because you go for a bistecca with well done, you can have any wine. But it's cooked medium or rare. Chianti Classico will help you, or Chianti, or one Super Tuscan from Tuscany will help you.
Awesome.
Qua ci vuole.
Questa è una cipollina. You have this like beautiful, lightly caramelized little onion. Cipollina means little onion. That, oh man, this is wonderful with the pigeon. And this reminds me of our third heuristic when it comes to food and wine pairing. Food and wine pairing can be complicated. It's not easy. People will spend hours, days, months, years studying it. And even once you've studied it, you work in a team to try to figure out what wine is going to pair best with what dish, especially in the context of an entire menu. And one of the rules that you can use to help make it a little bit easier, because we're not all going to dedicate our lives to food and wine pairing, is you can eat what the winemaker would eat. So here we've got a Chianti Classico, which comes from not that far in that direction, maybe 20 minutes that way. And you're eating pigeon, which is also widely eaten 20 minutes in that direction. And so if you're able to eat what the winemaker would eat, so do some research on what are the foods that are popular in the area where the wine is coming from, you'll likely have a really good pairing, like this beautiful piccione, where we've got pigeon breast, the leg. You already took it, what the fuck, man?
Sorry.
I'm busy working and you're eating?
The best part.
This is the best part.
The best part is that.
Are you getting this? They just ate both of the best parts. They work here. I don't work here. I didn't get to eat either of the best parts.
He's the boss.
Yeah, he's the boss, you're right. Allora, almeno faccio la scarpetta. In the meantime, if you enjoyed this film, give us a follow, subscribe to us, and come check out Leggenda next time you're in Florence. That was it.